Hey guys, Sleepy Reader here with a little review of Insufferable by Mark Waid. This is a webcomic that Mark Waid has started up in his attempt to experiment with how to market comics on the web. He gives it away for free, and it's very good. It's pretty comparable to some kind of print comic book he might do. It comes out in weekly chunks, I think between about 15 and about between 15 and 5 pages, really. The latest release which came out yesterday is quite short, maybe the equivalent of about 5 pages. But most of the other chunks have been pretty meaty and pretty long. And it comes out every Wednesday. It seems to come out on Wednesday afternoons. And the trick is just remembering to go to the website, the Thrillbent website, and check for it on Wednesdays. You can download it as a PDF or a CBZ file, or you can read it directly in your web browser or on your iPad. It looks quite nice as a PDF on the iPad, although I think I did most of these screenshots using the iPad's browser, which the picture doesn't quite fit perfectly in the browser, but close enough. And the art is a totally professional level by Peter Krause. Nice coloring and lettering, etc. To me, it kind of plays out like a little bit like Astro City, maybe with less narrative and just dialogue balloons and such. But still, it has that kind of Astro City feel of a more low-key exploration of the more emotional twists and turns of what it must be like to be a superhero. Our main superhero is this guy whose name is eluding me right now because he's obviously yet another take on Batman. And his sidekick was named Galahad, and his sidekick left him and went public, revealed his identity, and became a public celebrity. And it turns out that Galahad is in fact his son. And so his son is not the greatest superhero, and he still is in the background kind of protecting his son and helping out his son, sort of half against his own will and half because he can't help himself because he finds his son insufferable, I guess. And here's a shot that shows that his son even has his own book that he put out. So he's a celebrity who's on the news all the time and has all kinds of groupies and makes a huge amount of money, lives in a mansion. There's Galahad driving up to his mansion. And we see here what Galahad does after a night's heroics compared to his father, who's alone in some secret hideout, tending to his wounds, whereas Galahad's off having an orgy with his groupies. So Galahad comes off as fairly unlikable, although as the story spools out, we start to wonder who's the insufferable one, Galahad or his father, the pseudo-Batman, who trained him and kind of perhaps forced him into this lifestyle to a certain degree. And his mother's dead, the older superhero's father, and Galahad's mother's dead, and that may be a big issue between the two of them too. But then they're brought together in a certain weird way by this message, it seems, beyond the grave from their mother. This doesn't seem like a series that has supernatural events or anything like that, so I wonder where this is all going. There's no superpowers. They're just super athletes and strange, like Batman. And I don't know if there's other superheroes in this world. The villains have all been just these psychotic types. So there's lots of interesting little twists and turns as we go along, and it's definitely one of those comics for the sophisticated superhero aficionado who's been reading superheroes a long time and likes little new twists on it. As I said, a la Astro City. And it fits in, with other Mark Waid explorations like irredeemable and incorrigible about exploring the further reaches of superheroes, which is probably why he used the I title of Insufferable. Although I think the title Insufferable makes you think you're not going to want to read it. But I like the whole series. The seventh episode comes in with some new twists or some new villains all of a sudden. Um, so we're temporarily distracted from our main plot line, but it looks like this is going to tie in and bring our two heroes together in another way. Um, so it's fun to watch their conflicts, and it's interesting to explore the father-son dynamic. There aren't any cliches here. Nothing. There's no easy answers here. I definitely say check it out. It's free. Maybe someday it'll come out in print. Maybe it won't. I'm guessing it will someday. But it's definitely a way to sample it now, and you can always buy it in print again later. So this has been Sleepy Reader. Hope you've stayed with me to the end, and I will talk to you all again soon.